Welcome back, or for the very first time, to the Homeschool Resource Room Insider, where everyone is welcome and your questions are answered in 5 minutes or less. Hey, it's Ashley from the Homeschool Resource Room, and today I'm talking about Pride Reading. Pride is one of the phonics programs that we got to kind of test out this year, and I really like trying different phonics programs because teaching reading is such a challenge sometimes for parents, and it's really difficult to find maybe a program that fits correctly with your family or your style. And I think that this one is a really solid program that is worth looking into as you compare. A little about Pride Reading program. There is 6 levels of this phonics program, starting with beginning consonants and going through the spelling rules, prefixes, and suffixes. You can start anywhere in this program with a placement test. And they also have an accelerated catch-up course and reading comprehension program that's separate from the main program that might be good if you have an older kid who's struggling or has some reading gaps, or who can read but maybe needs to focus in on that comprehension or understanding component. This is another Orton Gillingham-based phonics instruction program. I like Orton Gillingham because it is a tested kind of program that can really help parents guide their children through this structured instruction that they need to give them a really good foundation for reading. This program was specifically developed for kids who are struggling with dyslexia, speech, language, or processing deficits. One of the great things about Pride Reading is that they do focus on a multisensory approach. So you are going to be teaching phonemes and phonics by moving tiles around, tapping syllables on your arm, and writing on a whiteboard instead of just that pencil and paper kind of study. The lessons that Pride offers are short, and you can move through them at your own pace. If your child kind of is zooming through a level, that's great. You can go through it quickly and kind of move on to the next one. But if your child is struggling, you can take a little more time to go through each lesson and, kind of focus on reviewing those lessons that give your kids some problems as you go through. So in between when you order your Pride Reading program and when you actually receive it in the mail, you are going to receive a training course in your email, a training course for you, the teacher parent. So this is great, especially if it's maybe your first time teaching reading, or if you're feeling a little less than confident about teaching your child to read. These videos will introduce you to the different components and techniques you'll be using so that when you receive your materials and you're ready to start your first day, you'll have that background, you'll be ready to know what to do. If you're a new homeschooler, or if this is the very first time you're teaching reading, this might be a tipping point for you. Instead of reading, about what you're going to be doing each day, this program really kind of gives you the training that you need and enough background so that you'll understand how to deliver the lessons before you even start. Something else to support parents that we didn't actually try, but you might want to, is that Pride offers tutors, and the tutors will understand the Orton Gillingham and the Pride Reading program. So these tutors will be able to assist you, or maybe even carry the bulk of the work for you. And it's great that they offer it with the program because you can be on the same page as your tutor. You guys are going to be teaching the same thing, reinforcing the same skills with your child. Another interesting thing about Pride that I think is kind of fantastic is, as a homeschool parent, you probably already know how quickly materials can kind of accumulate, and especially if you're homeschooling more than one kid, it's hard for us to keep track of everything that we need and keep it all organized and kind of at hand when we need it. But the Pride materials are really compact. The teacher's manual is all online through the app, so you can look at what you're going to be teaching on your phone or other device, and then everything else fits into the bag that they send. So we've had a really easy time kind of keeping everything together and not losing any of the materials, which, it's a struggle. This compact kind of system would be really good if you are homeschooling in a small house or apartment, or if you are road schooling, or if you have a lot of kids and just lose stuff like I do. I think that the Orton Gillingham system and training for parents, combined with the step-by-step lessons in phonics instructions and the access to tutors, makes this a really good, solid program for kids with dyslexia or another processing disorder. And it's a good program if you, the parent, need that extra additional support to teach your child. I will leave some links down below where you can find some more information about Pride and take that placement test to see where your child falls. I think this is a strong program, especially for parents who need that simple, structure, compact program, and kids who need the same kind of structured, systematic approach to learning how to read. If you have any questions for me, email me, Ashley@thehomeschoolresourceroom.com, and don't forget to subscribe.